Don't know if this is going to work or not because I've been having issues with this. Okay, looks like we're live. Let me do something here real quick here. Oopsie. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Can't be bumpy. Okay, see. Okay. Oh, righty then. It's been a while here on Chuck Chats. What decided to bring me on tonight? It's basically what it is. It's been a while. Haven't been on since my birthday. It's been a couple months, so I thought I've been overdue to come over here. Basically, I just got off with a live stream on my main on our main channel. Basically, it kind of went crazy. It went stir crazy in that. So basically, and I've been watching some live streams recently, and some people are now has cut back on their live streaming because of what happened to them. Like I said in the title, the dangers of live streaming. Technically, and I've been seeing it all over on YouTube, where basically, even when I live stream here, there's still a risk. Basically, so that's the way it is on here on YouTube. As you're a live streamer and or do anything live, you're running into some risk of heavy trolling in that. What is it is dangerous is because of what they call swatting, where the YouTuber gets swatted. It's now getting to be some places, if you're caught swatting, giving out a false 911 call because you're upset with a YouTuber, you don't like the YouTuber, or something like that, you end up calling the cops, and hopefully you make a bunch of lies, and they come, and you want to see that YouTuber basically dead, in a way, to get your sick mind through it. Now, if you get trolled on the side chat, that's too much of a risk. That's evidence to the law enforcement. It's the person that doesn't even watch the videos or don't even leave a comment at all because they don't want no tracing. And then they'll just make that false call. Luckily for me, for my channel, is I have law enforcement that does watch our channels. Even here on Chuck Chats, they watch our channel, basically. So law enforcement does know what we do. If they're aware of we're live, they're aware of it, basically. So they kind of do like a security type deal in a way, but we don't expect it to happen. But they do watch our videos. Basically, I did get comments on our little Randy Inslow episodes that we had. Basically, where I ranted on him. He hasn't uploaded decent since then. Probably I just call him out on stuff like that. So, but yeah, dangers of going live. Doesn't matter if it's in your own home, down the street, at a local restaurant, or someplace on vacation. I had it happen. We got trolled big time on vacation, but no one has made no attempts to, oh, call the cops. This is reckless driving. We're witnessing reckless driving. Well, if you don't know how to make a model of a car, if they don't tell you what to make a model of a car, you have no report. Or if they say there's a live streamer going westbound on a certain highway or going eastbound on a certain highway, north, south, east, west, doesn't matter. I've been hearing these reports and that. So it's basically it's what it is. I got a notification. I'm just going to have to just put that off there. I've been having some issues with this laptop since our last attempted live stream on this. When I attempted a live stream at a local casino, basically. So that's basically it. And here's another danger when you live stream, and many YouTubers knows this too, but it's a risk we're going to take anyway, basically. So, yeah, I've been watching some live streams, and it's been very interesting and scary for a lot of YouTubers out there again. where I just saw somebody in Las Vegas doing a live stream, and they basically got tackled by the police, and they made some caller made some allegations, serious allegations, and they found out it was never true. And they apologized. They let the guy out of jail. They apologized to him, and they're going to do what they can to press charges against the said caller. They're thinking, honestly, here's the problem with the police investigations is I'm going to let them know if they're watching this video. It's not the people on the side chats and the people that leaves comments in a post production video, post live stream when they leave comments. Uh, Technically, because of being uh, the person that makes the false allegations, the false 911 call, it's not going to get traced in. Everybody will be in question, but the real hater and the real person that would do it has the guts to do it, ends up making that phone call, basically, and that's what happens, technically, in a way. So when we come, when it comes down to is this, even myself, a small channel, even some of the bigger channels are taking this risk to go live for your entertainment. And it seems like there's an angry person out there that wants to see more entertainment. They think it's more entertaining to make a false report to the police and just have them swatted. Hopefully, they get shot on video. It's that's how and they will never leave a side chat, never leave a comment on the side chat, and they will never leave a comment down below. So the only way they can trace them is that phone call if it's long enough. If they're able to trace it. Now I have made 911 calls myself in the past, and my deal with 911 is they get as much information as possible from the caller. And they're also finding out if there's other callers calling about the same thing. We had an apartment fire once. I called 911. I wasn't the only one. There was about 4 or 5 calls that came about the same time mine did, calling about the fire and get the fire department up here. Dumpster fire, same thing. We had about 3 or 4 calls on that. I was the lead call on that to get the fire department up here. 2 more calls came in shortly after I made the call. And those were legit 911 calls because it involved fire, lives being in danger, and all that stuff. And I'm going to trust you right now. Our local 911 dispatchers does a very good job to get as much information out of that person to find out it's legit. Make sure it's a legit call so they don't send, somebody on a wild goose chase. So, and if the second or third call comes in, then they know the call is legit, basically. But I'm not encouraging, gang up calls on somebody on YouTube because it's not. All calls will get investigated in some form, one way or another, in that. So, yeah, as a live streamer, it's always risky. It's always could be dangerous because you don't know who's working out there, who that just doesn't really care for you or your channel. All they want to see the thrill of seeing that YouTuber getting harmed in a way. I've seen it many happenings on many YouTubers, many YouTubers, and some got to such a regular basis that now they have local city hall on now making ordinances where now the live streamers got to have permits to film in a way, depending on what they're doing. And that's basically chase them out of their neighborhoods that they love to vlog at, chase them away into new situations where people don't understand in that situation because people is upset. Uh, Local ordinances can change that, and they don't stand. And some of these don't even stand for their own rights. And it's right to film, to vlog, and all that stuff, and basically go live someplace. This even happened to the media at one time. Even some of the media gets swatted because they don't like, they don't like what they represent, how they report things, and somebody will make that allegations and that. It all comes down to allegation. And yes, I'm going to state this right now. Police does investigate every single call, but the last thing they want is guns a blazing. Shoot first, ask questions later type attitude. That's one thing they're trying to avoid as much as possible, and uh, that's where most YouTubers needs to educate and so on to law enforcement what live streaming does and what potential calls they could face when they do get a live stream up and that. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people who's going to make an attempt at live streams. They'll do what they can to go live and how. Right now, like I said, it's the side chat. You ain't going to see nobody posted. If someone posts threats on side chat, usually YouTube takes it down or YouTube will hide it. YouTube will take care of it in a way. If it gets through that system, then our mods and ourselves has to take care of it immediately. Technically, if it's getting really bad, we usually what most YouTubers does. It's called a copy and paste the comment, timestamp the video, the live stream, all that stuff. Then they hand it to the local law enforcement officials and see where they can go from there to press charges if there was a serious threat to said YouTuber and that. So, and most of those YouTubers always says this all the time on their channel. If you don't like what you're seeing, don't watch, unsubscribe, don't watch. Basically, that's it. If you get upset over a video, let's say if you got something for a live stream, you're going to unsub. That's your prerogative in that. Well, it looks like we've been pausing here and there. I've been having connection issues with this laptop, so we don't know how long it's going to last. I see my clock is fixed correctly. It's been down with no power for the last couple months, so it had to power up. That's why I've been having issues with it. So I didn't really have enough power to it. Maybe that's why I couldn't live stream at times. So, like I said, it's been a while. I thought I'd just come on and just said like I said, we just came off a live stream ourselves. We just kind of had a wild night. Yes, even do not. Here's another thing that most people don't realize: posting phone numbers and addresses in the side chat is not going to fly. YouTube will automatically block them. Automatically block it unless we want to show it ourselves. But putting up posting an address and a phone number is not a smart thing to do. That's why most YouTubers has to take it down because it will be in violation of uh, the rules and all that stuff. That's why it's important that we have to go back and look at our comment section and all that stuff. And the YouTuber does have the right to turn off the comment section or turn off the side chat if they wanted to, and turn off the comment section. YouTuber does have that right, has that ability, has that power to do it. Also, we have the ability and power to block people, just deny people access to the channel if it got too bad or too severe and that. So that's what we do on our end. Personal safety, we just gotta be as the channel grows, as YouTubers grows. Personal safety is gonna get more and more and more important. So they have to be aware of their surroundings more and more and more. And that's basically is the fault. Excuse me for my cough here. But that's been the surrounding issues with YouTubers lately. I did watch, like I said, I did watch a live stream where it basically came to an abrupt end because the cops decided to take down that YouTuber right then and there over a minor issue, which is basically turned out to be, after 2 hours of investigation, turned out to be nothing. Basically, they just, I tell you what, I'm really skipping and jumping here. I'm having internet issues problems here, guys. So let me refresh this if I can. Sorry about the skipping and jumping that we've been having here. We've been having some issues with this laptop Wi-Fi issue. I want to make sure that my connection is good. Excuse me here. It's just telling me I'm good. I got full power, and I'm literally 10 feet away from my router, and yet the video teams just kept skipping on me and that. So we did have one viewer, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys will probably end up watching this on a later date. There's a lot of live streamers going on now. There's just most of the bigger YouTubers will have their live stream going, and usually it's basically that's they're all watching over there, which I don't mind. They can watch. They, I do watch them once in a while. I have to get over there and watch myself once in a while and just see what's going on. I'm really having issues. Here's another problem I do have. I can't set up. Uh, well, basically what it is I just cannot set up a second page at the same time for some reason. It just won't let me do it. So I just can't find out what's going on with the channel until I sign off on this channel. Anyway, this is for some reason this computer has been kind of funky lately. Uh, Probably because it's a low end computer. I only got it like a couple years ago, so it's probably worn out already, and I don't hardly ever use it. And that, so uh, nothing much going on tonight. I thought just come on and just even the dangers of being a YouTuber is always lurking out there. Excuse me for a second here. I've been having a stuffy nose lately. Man, I've been having stuffy noses lately. All since the month of November got started, I've been having stuffy noses. It's that time of year, cold and flu season. Cold flu, COVID season. That's where we're in right now, basically. So, yeah, even when I'm out and about, I do on the main channel, we do get recognized around town, which it's expected. Uh, I did end up getting what's making it spooky is this. When someone happened tonight, basically, where someone started calling us and pretending to be somebody else. So that's getting really spooky and scary and that. When someone knows your when someone knows your phone number, and I only give out my phone number to select few. That's it. Only a select few only knows our home phone number. Also knows my cell phone number. Only a select few knows this. So it's basically it comes down to who I trust with our phone number. And when someone decided to come on as a new sub and they want your phone number, they want your address and all that stuff, I would say that's red flags for trouble for me. I don't know about you guys on your end, if you do live streaming on your end, but it's always been a red flag to me. Um, if I'm going to give my phone number and my address, it's going to be something. It's not going to be posted here on YouTube. It's going to be posted in a private message, direct message, or email. That's the only way I'll give my phone number and address out to people that want it. But it's got to be somebody that I can trust with it, basically. And it's in today's world, it's hard to trust. Basically, they say trust nobody until you really know them in a way, if they're loyal to your channel and all that stuff. And that's really what it is. Like I said, uh, it's also learning that live streaming from a location could lead you in trouble because all they have to do is call the trolls can call that location, start lying and all that stuff. It's just for some reason it's their joy, it's their entertainment, in a way, but there's some legal issues that can be facing their way if they're caught red-handed or if they felt okay, this is a suspicious call, they'll hand it over to the local authorities. This don't sound good. They try to get as much information as possible, and unfortunately, like I said, police does have the ability to trace calls. If I don't know about cell phone, if they can trace cell phone calls, but they should have the ability. I know the landline, they do have the ability to trace the phone calls on landlines. I don't know about the cell phone. but they gotta be able to trace the telephone call to find out where the call was originated from, what cell phone number, and where the location, approximately where they're at. Basically, that's what they need to know. But that's kind of hard police investigations. I don't know anything about it, so I can't testify to it in that. So all I know is we're lucky enough as YouTubers, we do have law enforcement that does watch our videos. We are very careful what kind of content we put up ourselves. You don't want to put up content that is that could get you legally in trouble. In a way, I have seen many YouTubers will upload videos that got them in trouble legally. I talked about the YouTubers that does a prank channels and child abuse over a few years ago here on Chuck Chats. Basically, the Martins. Remember the Martins and their Family of Five videos. Basically, where now they can't even post nothing online, even if they own their own website. They still can't post those videos on any websites no more. Even if it's their own, they can't do anything like that. So their internet days are done. Unfortunately, they're still in denial, as always, but that's what it is. Uh, but that's their issue. That's their problem. They're not even on the internet no more. They can't be on the internet. Basically, got kicked off the internet in a way. Even if they had their own website, they got kicked off. And that. But yeah, it's just crazy. Here on YouTube, where I've been seeing on live streams, where a live stream comes to an abrupt end because someone got swatted. Somebody, police will investigate because somebody called on the YouTuber and all that stuff. It's for their sick entertainment, basically. If remember a couple years ago, 2017, a guy got shot and killed, and the guy who made that call is now found guilty of that involuntary manslaughter by using the police to kill somebody, and now the that led to involuntary manslaughter using law enforcement to do their bidding for them by and now that guy is facing 10 to 20 years behind bars, if not longer. He's found guilty of it, and that was what they call the guy who likes to do had a history of doing swatting. He had a long history of swatting YouTubers and now he's sitting behind bars for 10 to 20 years, maybe longer. I I heard it was 10 to 20 years in that. So uh, basically, he should be serving 20 to 40 years, as far as I know. But 10 to 20 is a long time. Can mess up your life, mess up your future. Over what? Because you hate a YouTuber that bad, you have to call the cops and lie and lie and lie. And you just want to see the YouTuber get swatted, get shot and killed for your entertainment. That's what it is. Remember, when they find out that, hey, you gotta remember, if you watch the swatting videos, the basically the they storm the house, they storm the apartments, whatever it may be. They basically will shoot first, ask questions later, and over what? Over a lie, over a lie, because you hate a YouTuber. And I know many questions will get asked. Who really hates you? Who doesn't know? And the way to answer that question is 100%. It's not going to be somebody in the side chat. It's not going to be somebody in the comments down below. It's going to be somebody that don't leave any comments at all. So basically, that's it. Uh, that's the way it is. It's the risk that, like I said, most live streamers will take. They'll take this all the time. And I think they know law enforcement is aware of their activities when they go live because they'll just say, okay, this person's going live. We'll find out what they're doing and we'll see where they're at. And if any phone calls happens on that YouTuber, boom, they'll get as much information on the possible and they'll probably nail for. And falsifying a 911 call does come with some penalties, and some is very severe. Uh, First time offense is a heavy fine, and I think some jail time, if I'm not mistaken. It's all dependent on the location, what town is enforcing such rules and laws and ordinances and all that stuff. But false 911 calls is cops do investigate, but at the same time they'll do anything in the benefit of that person, so no unnecessary harm happens to that person until they get the proper investigation took place. And that, unfortunately, some has ended in lawsuits versus the local the law enforcement and the person who makes the call, basically. So unless you have a lot of money in your stash, uh, if you're one of those people that likes to make those calls, uh, hope you have a nice bank account, because somebody will sue you for that bank account, wipe you clean. So is it worth it? I would say no. It's never worth it. Especially it can face anywhere. Uh, if the YouTuber gets, if there is a person or YouTuber gets killed, shot and killed, and how it was a bogus call, false call, uh, they can face 10 to 20 years. It has happened. There was a court case. There's a documented case already, and I'm pretty sure there will be more documented cases coming around the corner. I heard some prank calls are now carrying as much as first offense, could be as much as 6 months in jail. It all depends what the local law enforcement can tolerate when it comes to false 911 calls, and especially against YouTubers. YouTubers, live streamers, not just YouTubers, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook people, all that can happen. Oh, by the way, uh, here's a if you do witness, and here's a problem with this too. When someone really commits a real crime on YouTube, I seen it happen on Facebook, where someone committed a real crime and yet no charges were brought to some people that committed this crime, this heinous act. Unfortunately, they would live in a city. I forgot what city it was, but they live in a city where basically the mayor told the mayor got involved in the investigation and says these people didn't do nothing. They're fine. They have every right to put that video up. But there was a serious crime. It was a live stream, and basically, someone got hurt real bad, to a point they nearly crippled the person, and yet the politicians decided to side with the people that committed the heinous crimes. That's what's wrong with our society, especially when they upload on YouTube and that. And when we sit here, relaxed, chilled, and all of a sudden you got SWAT coming in. You're getting SWAT coming in, right, big time, and that. And they're coming in with their guns smoking, and that's not good either. Uh, and that. So, but yeah, it is a very serious issue. And YouTubers who live streams, we do take this issue seriously ourselves, even though it looks like we're not aware of it. But lucky for us, we do have law enforcement that does peek in once in a while, do watch what we're doing, and see what we're going on with it, and that. So even if they watch me drinking this live, guess what? I'm staying home for the night, and that. So I'm staying home for the night, and that's basically it. Okay, uh, your honest thoughts when you watch a YouTube live stream. What do you watch it for? Their entertainment value, or waiting for somebody to get popped by the cops because of a jealous person on the other end that will never leave a comment in the side chat or never leave a comment down below. Because the scariest person is, I had a couple persons. I had one person popped in and out during this whole half hour plus. Right now, almost approaching half hour right now at this point. I had one person pop in and out. Don't know who it is. Never left a comment. Never said hi. Just come in, watch the video, watch a little bit. Never fairy tale. Got watch this. Go home. Go watch something else and that. So what do you guys think? I'm going to try to be more active, but here on the channel. But I've been very, very, very busy myself. So it all depends on the time I have. We've been focusing on the main channel, which is doing good. Basically, we had a scary situation ourselves during our little live stream on the Angie and Chuck show. You can go check it out yourself. Our latest live stream got checked towards the last hour or so. That's when things kind of hit the rails. Basically, when shit hits the fan or something like that. So, like I said, when we getting phone calls like crazy during that live stream, and even making those phone calls on the live stream, we do have the voice on there, and we're gonna see. We're gonna analyze. It's somebody I might know, and I'm gonna let them know personally to say, hey, you cannot be doing these calls because it can get you legally in trouble, especially if someone uh, deems it as a threat or flat out harassment, technically. And I know a lot of YouTubers would challenge their haters to come meet them, and that's a no-no too. And that's what most YouTubers needs. Don't challenge your haters out there because they will come. They will come knocking on your door, and hopefully they do the very same mistake that Boogie 2988 did over a year ago, and he can still face jail time for that incident because it's still under investigation, and they're looking at other laws that he may have violated. But one being he shot off a warning shot, which in his town that was a no-no, basically, because it wasn't in self-defense. He claims it was in self-defense, but when you do a warning shot, that's not really in self-defense, especially in a town. I can see it in a farm, out in a farm someplace. You give a warning shot, but if not, you don't do it in town. Maybe on a farm, but not in town. It's differently. City facing county laws and issues. That's a different for someone else to talk about that knows more about that situation. Basically, you know what they can legally do with a firearm. Basically, that's since I. But I can't say we own one or willing to get one. Just that I'm one of those people do believe in defending your ground as much as possible. That's another issue we will probably talk about. Maybe your right to defend yourself. You do have that right to defend yourself from any attacker. Technically, from any attacker, uh, you do have a right to defend yourself. Stand your ground. Just I will go down swinging. Basically, I will go down swinging all the time. If someone attacks me out in public, unless it's a law enforcement officer wants to put cuffs on me, that's their prerogative. But we gotta remember this: they have to have a legit case too. So, but otherwise, when it comes down to someone attacking me on the streets, I do have a right to defend myself, stand my ground, fight them off until they run scared. Basically, that's it, and that's basically what I'll do, and all that stuff. But I will defend myself as much as possible. I don't like attacking anybody because it doesn't prove nothing. But what proves is when you defend yourself, that means the attacker underestimated you. That's basically what it is. The attackers don't like me. Don't like to. They want the victims don't fight back. That's what they like. That's why most crimes are taking place in big cities. Get it? Because in some big cities, you're not allowed to defend yourself. If you heard the prosecutor on the recent court case up in Wisconsin, if you heard that prosecutor, you heard him flat out before that case went to trial, went to the jury. He told the jury basically flat out, if you're going to be attacked, he said flat out, shut up and take your beating. And to me, if I sat in that juror, I would say, guys, automatically not guilty. Automatically not guilty because that was not appropriate to say that. by that prosecutor. So it's not appropriate to say that. And this is where basically that's another reason. But that's not a YouTuber anyway. But YouTubers do have a right to defend themselves in a way, in a manner. But most YouTubers would be smarter than Boogie. What did he challenge his hater to come to him, to his place, and that's where basically what happened. So I won't go that route. I'll just I'm just I'm not up for a challenge. I like to fend off challenges, basically. I've been beaten up when I was a kid. I got beaten up many times as a kid. And yes, when I started to defend myself, this is true. Uh, when I started defending myself in these cases, uh, they would never attack me again. They would never jump me from behind because they learned their lesson. I can fight back. And that's what attackers and bullies like to do. They like to attack when someone doesn't think they can fight back. If they can't fight back, then uh, they can do their rule on you, basically. So, and as a YouTuber, we are aware of what our comments are doing, but that's not our biggest problem. The biggest problem is not in the hate comments on the side chat. It's not in the hate comments down below. Our biggest worry as YouTuber live streamers and everybody who does live streaming here on YouTube, their biggest worry is going to be somebody that doesn't leave a comment down on the side chat or down below because they don't want to be traced in that thing. They'll take the risk of getting traced with the phone call, but they don't want to be traced by the internet by leaving a comment in that. So even when you're applying to a comment, if you want to challenge what I say or whatever YouTuber says, uh, you gotta be very careful because in a court of law, everything can come back on you, especially if you are showing signs of threats. Because we can copy and paste everything and send it to law enforcement. We can copy paste, timestamp everything, and we'll let the law enforcement decide if there's charges to be brought, and then find out where it came from. Because even we may not be, it may not cover our jurisdiction. It's going to be charged in a where it came from, basically, because maybe where they came from, the penalties are more severe than it is here. So that's another dangers of being the internet, that the charges could be not here in my home state. Let's say someone made a threat to me right now in the side chat or whatever. It's going to come from out of state. They're going to do what they can to trace it and see what happens. Okay, right now I'm going to go watch some other YouTube videos. There's some live streamers going to come on in about a half hour doing their thing, live streaming. I'm just going to watch it for the entertainment value. I like what they do. Check out any live streamer that goes on right now at this hour. Usually there's some good ones out of Vegas. There's some good ones out in California. There's also some good ones out east. So anybody who's live streaming, we encourage you to watch them, enjoy their videos, enjoy their live streams. If they have super chat, just say, hey, thank you for your hard work. Tip them a buck or two, try to say, hey, thank you for your entertainment and all that stuff. All right, since we don't have super chat here and we're not monetized on this channel, our main channel is, but not here. Will be a long time. It'll be a long time for that one. Trust me, it'll be a long time. All right, we are going to be out of here. Please like, share, subscribe, over here, subscribe button, notification bell. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow or later, whatever I feel like it. Okay, it's the way I've been. I've been kind of funky over here lately. Yeah, funky like a monkey. We'll see you guys later.